Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. You can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. Uh, And you know what I do love more than tea? I do love my cup mug. And Jonathan, yours is on the way because I see you. I love you. I appreciate you. It's coming. Late, but it's coming. And everybody else, you can get it because guess what? It's back in stock. That's what's taking so long. It just got back in stock. So it's back in stock. And you can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically. So there are no excuses. Get your cup mug, period.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. Since it's her last appearance this season, I decided to wear my captivating cat shirt.
Yeah.
I got this at DragCon LA last year, and she did sign it. She only had smalls, so this is way too small for me. But she did recognize me from our channel. She's like, "Where do I know you?" And
Oh.
she's like, "Oh, the one with all the faces." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's us." Love
You're
her.
you're
She
the one
said
with
you
all
had
the
more
faces.
than one faces.
You're the one with all the faces. I love that. Period.
Well, we are faces.
Yep,
So.
we're five
True.
faces right now.
Right.
Work. I am Brandy, your professional fangirl of console dragon video games. I am finishing the remnants of the Sabrina Carpenter Duncan collaboration. I got the mixed berry one, so and again, these are addicting. So again, these are gonna go straight to my thighs.
I knew she had a collaboration with Duncan. Not me, but okay.
Well, hey y'all, this is Jonathan from Dallas, your Filipino friend with a resting gym face and a hint of Texas taste. I'm also drinking coffee, but this is homemade because I'm poor and everything's expensive now. This is
Hmm.
iced
Yep.
coffee from my fridge.
Period.
Jonathan,
And
that intro was so hot. Oh my god.
I love
Hey.
that.
Come visit Dallas.
Ayo.
Gotcha.
Period. And you guys, we're here, and y'all see who's here with us. We have our very extra special guest from Canada's Drag Race. Y'all, I'm excited. I'm so excited that she is here. It is the one and only Aurora Matrix is in the building. Yay!
Hey, how are we all doing? It's your full-time runner-up from Canada's Drag Race Season 4. Girl, we're here. We're on the pod.
You're here. Oh my
Yay.
God. We have been so excited that we found out you were coming, and everybody has been like literally chomping at the bit. Like so many people were trying to get on this pod, and I was like, well,
Oh,
I said, well,
baby. You got to get all the Slaysians to come on here.
we wanted to talk to you. We, look, the episode was fine. We all wanted to come on so we could talk to you. That
Girl, and
was
trust, this episode is going to be super triggering to me because Snatch Game was the episode that I was in the bottom 2 for. So, I am absolutely more than qualified to be judging and critiquing and giving feedback on a Snatch Game episode 100%.
absolutely. And we know we're ready to hear all your feedback and everything that you have to offer. And we're going to get right into this episode. But before we do, let's take care of the business part of it all. Subscribe to this channel because we are here trying to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. We reached the first goal here and we extended it to another 1,000. So if you would help us out, subscribe to this channel, and then be a dear and go subscribe to our other 2 channels because those channels really need your support because they have not been as successful reaching the goal. And like I said this in my other podcast earlier, I ain't too proud to beg. So please go support all of our channels. If you are a fan of TV, competitive reality television, we got At the Cup TV on YouTube. Go subscribe. If you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, go subscribe. At the Cup ESC. Help us out. We really, truly appreciate it. We're at the end of September and we're not close to our goal. And I want to get there So please help us subscribe. Thank you. And if we don't make our goal, guess what? I'll be back next year saying the same thing over and over again. So if you don't want me to continue to talk like this, go subscribe and help us out. We truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you. All those links will be in the description below. And we do have our audio podcast links down there as well. So you can go check that out. Click us out and click on that so you can check us out on the go. Our Patreon is open and ready for you to join us and be a part. All of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky are there, and we truly appreciate if you go and engage with us, follow us, and do all those things. If you've ever been sitting in your living room listening to us talk about drag and drag race and everything else that we talk about on all these other channels, and you say, you know what, I could do that. I would love to talk about it. We are looking for new people to join our pod to give their point of view. So if you are English speaking, can speak English well, because unfortunately we do speak English on this channel. That's just who we are. And so English speaking, got a good connection, got a microphone or a phone or something, and you can join us and you want to join us, hit us up in our DMs on Instagram. That's the quickest way to get in touch with us, because we are looking for new people to join us and give their point of view. So if you are interested in becoming a panelist on this pod, hit us up, let us know, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Now,
Jonathan did it.
Jonathan did it.
Yeah,
And he's
please
here.
somebody else join so I'm not the new guy on the block anymore.
Because until somebody else comes along, Jonathan's the new guy. And we're going to keep saying Jonathan's the new guy. Now, if you don't want Jonathan to be the new guy, join us so you can be the new guy.
Be the new guy or girl.
Period. We love that. So join us and let us know, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. So yay. Okay, enough of the business. Let's get down to this, because Aurora's here, and like you said, you are the perfect person to talk about a Snatch Game, or Snatch Election as they called it in this episode.
Oh my God.
Were you severely triggered watching this? Did it take you back? Did you go, oh wait, no.
Well, my first reaction every time there's a new Snatch Game is, now how would my Snatch Game character do this challenge? And for those who need a little refresher on my Snatch Game, I have my little tiny hands. I have my tiny hands with me. Baby.
Period.
Yes.
Emperor Xiaobing has entered the fucking building, the temple.
She's
the
entered
election
the
polls,
chat.
entered the polls.
Period.
It was triggering just because I'm like, oh God, I would be terrible at this too.
I don't know. I think there's a lot you could do with your character
Yeah, I was gonna say.
for a
I think it'll be
political
fine.
campaign. Yeah,
And
like lots of threats.
No. You know what? I spoke too soon. Now I'm actually thinking about it, because I feel like I could actually play with my physical comedy a lot more, in the same sense that, like, spoiler alert, we're gonna jump ahead really quick, but like Viñas' runway, how she had that little tiny dude coming down. I was like, that's the same vibe. Like, I feel like maybe I could have made it like super funny, because I could show off more of the physical comedy rather than stand or sit behind a panel or behind a table. Maybe I should do this. If you
Do it.
see a presidential campaign come out and it's Emperor Xiaobing,
I'll support it.
Thank the pod.
We've been saying that all season. You should have been on this season.
Well,
Oh,
let's start campaigning for season 2. Let's do it.
period.
Exactly.
And so,
Girl.
I mean, that just literally just goes into what I was gonna say, because I was like, would you do it if they called you for season 2?
I mean, I think it would be a really good opportunity. And I've also like learned that, like, I obviously, of course, have a very big Asian following. I made that a very big part of my, thank you, Brandon. I made that a very big part of my Drag Race journey as well, making sure that I represented my culture and drew from inspiration that I was growing up with, and things that my parents passed down to me. So it's really, really cool seeing how big of an Asian fan base I have, and I really want to connect with them more and learn more about other Asian cultures, which is another reason why I love Slaysian and have been loving it, is because I'm seeing the differences between different Asian cultures, but also seeing so much that like crosses over. Like last episode with the makeovers and them kind of sharing their stories, it was just so beautiful, like being able to see how so much of our cultures cross over and come from similar roots. You know, like we may come from different Asian countries, East Asian, Southeast Asian, South Asian, all of that. But or even like Central Asians, like me learning about that, I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even think about Central Asians. But now I'm just like open to a whole new world. And I'm like, I want to be part of that. I want to be sharing my story too.
I love that.
Yeah. And you know what? My biggest dream is to do drag in Asia. So if that means I have to go there and do drag race, then I'm gonna go there and do drag race because that also means I'm doing drag in Asia.
Period. I love it. I look, tick 2 boxes off of 1 stone, like for real. Like I
Right?
love
I'm
it.
all about efficiency. I'm an Aries. I need
Period.
it done quick. I don't think it through. I just need to do it.
Just gotta do it. Don't want to waste time. Just do
That's
it.
why I have sisters who, you know, keep me on the reins and help me help me get my life together.
Absolutely. Well, I am so excited. I hope. Look, we're gonna just start petitioning for the call to happen for season 2. Just y'all
Mama
heard it
Pow,
here
I'm ready.
first. Mama Pal, get it together.
You already
Whoever
follow
we
me on
need to get.
Instagram. Just drop me a DM. Be like, hey girl, we want you. I want you
Mm,
too.
Damn. I
The
mean,
feeling is mutual.
work. Let's get into this episode then. Unless, I mean, David, you're talking, but you're muted, so we don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, I had a question first before we
Well,
get
then
into
go
the
ahead, then.
since you haven't been here to talk about the first half of the season, and I'm a fan of the Powder Room, I have to ask you, what's your puff pass for the season so far?
Oh.
Oh, okay. Okay. My first puff is okay. In Filipino culture, they do this thing where when they say an English word that is like super long or very fancy, they'll repeat it. And it
Right?
has been sending me to the moon and back and around the stars. Like last week, they were having such a deep conversation with the OFWs. And then the girl, the Brigiding's like, but how do you feel right now? She goes, I feel ecstatic. I'm ecstatic in the middle of a serious conversation. And that is definitely one of my puffs because I've been like living my life and like learning
Mhm.
about Filipino humor and the way they talk. It's so entertaining. I'm starting to talk like that. It's been a great addition to my life. Oh, I was
I saw that in this episode.
flabbergasted.
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 I literally was falling. Like, I did not
Oh,
catch on to that until this episode. I don't know what took me so
so
long to catch on to that, but I was like,
funny. So that is
that's
my first. That is
hilarious.
my first puff of the season. My
I'm keeping
second
it.
puff of this season. Um, um, the 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 mini challenges. The mini
Mm,
challenge. I was gonna say the runways, but I'm like, oh yeah, that's a given.
that's a
Everyone looks
given.
great.
Yeah.
Whatever. The mini challenges. Maybe because I've been taking a bit of a break from watching Drag Race, just because I'm like a little bit of like Drag Race burnout. Like for the past 2 years of my life, it's been like the only thing on my mind. So I'm like, okay, let me protect my peace. Let me just live through this summer and just do like all my pride and focus on my live booking. So this has been such a nice like breath of fresh air, seeing how much fun they're having in
Mm.
these mini challenges, and maybe because I'm biased, because like I'm seeing them play like a lot of like Filipino like games that they used to play like with their friends, with their neighbors, like just on the streets. So I'm like that for me is like very like oh, because I remember being like in Hong Kong in the villages with my cousins and like they would be showing me how to play games that they would do. And it's a very nostalgic feeling. And it's like, oh, this is something I can relate to. And I've been waiting to see stuff like this on TV. Um I feel like that might be a cop out answer, but like the concept of Slaysian is so tasteful to me and it's so flirty and it's just something that I'm like, wow, this world is something I have been missing in my whole life. I love it. And
Mm.
now my pass. My
Mhm.
pass is oh, she's gonna hate me. My pass of the season is Suki Doll doing a hairography challenge and her wig falling off. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
I've been loving Suki's run so far, especially in the
Yes.
past few. I feel like in the past 2 episodes, she's really shown
Mhm.
a lot of growth, and I've kind of seen now more of her performance side, versus I feel like I already knew about her designs. I know about her creation. She made my finale gown. She is an incredible seamstress, but I've never really seen too much of her performance outside of that. So in the first episode, when the only memorable moment of you in that episode is your wig falling off, I was like, no, Suki, no. And I'm sure you were told there's going to be a hairography challenge. Get your wigs in order because you're going to be whipping that thing around. Oh, my heart dropped. Honestly, it was more like secondhand embarrassment because it was just like, I'm imagining being in that moment and being like, oh, girl, like, wow, I feel so flustered thinking about that.
Flustered.
Oh my god.
Flustered.
I need this camera to move. There we go. God, I'm out of breath. I feel like I just did that challenge where it's like, you have a minute to rant about anything. Go.
You ate it up, though. You ate it up.
Glue your wigs, tape them, put up a couple bobby pins. Just do your extra safety because it's not cute. It's not cute.
It's
That's
not
your
cute.
6th pet peeve on the list. Glue your wigs.
Oh, glue your wigs. Oh my god.
Baby, it takes one time. I feel
Even when it happens to me and like I predominantly sweat in my like forehead and like my upper lip. So it's really hard for me to keep my upper lip like makeup on and like my wigs to stay on. So I like the second I feel it lifting, I'm like the second I step off stage, I need to glue this shit back on, like full cement it down. Nobody talk to me. No one take a picture with me.
Valid.
Look,
Valid.
it take one time. My wig fell off once, and I was like, "Oh, never again will my wig fall off." It fell off on this podcast once. I was dancing around, and it whipped it, and it fell off, and I was like,
the
"Ooh."
tea was just too good.
I was like,
During Drag Race Italia, I remember that.
It fell off, and I was like, I was over here in the corner, like, please, nobody show me. I couldn't get to the camera to turn it off. It was a mess, child. But once the wig fall off once, you learn your lesson. I never get on this podcast without my wig glued down or pinned down. I pinned it down because
I did not see that video. Somebody send that over to me.
Go look for it. It's in the playlist of Drag Race Italia.
Clip it, tag it, send it, repost
Right.
it.
It
Tag
fell
me
off.
in that.
It really did. It was just like, what?
Go comment in
like,
the section telling everyone that you came
Tell
from
me
this
when you
episode.
saw it. Look, tell me when you saw it. Reference this episode.
And then
Tag me
subscribe
in
to
it.
the channel.
And then subscribe to the channel if
Absolutely.
you haven't. And then
I
tag me
love
in
a
it.
call to action. Let's go.
I saved
then
you, though. I removed you from the stage.
You
So-
did. I appreciate you because I need that time to get it together. And if you felt bad enough for me, my Cash App or my Venmo is in my bio. Because we don't get paid for this. So need more bobby pins. Anyway, just kidding. So yeah, are any more questions, David? I don't want to overstep.
We can get into the episode.
Oh, thank you for that,
Good, good.
David. Everyone, check out my podcast, The Powder
Yes.
Room, with my sisters, Van Goth and Perla.
Yes.
We are on another sudden hiatus, which is fine. We've just been busy all summer long. We probably will be back for some fall seasons of our one season of our podcast. We'll see. We'll be back.
And we'll put the podcast in the description below. So the link will be in the description below. So you can click on it and
catch up in the meantime.
catch up in the meantime. Go subscribe to that channel as well. Absolutely.
Good.
It's a really good one. I've actually heard a couple of episodes myself, and I don't really listen to a lot of podcasts in my day, but I actually have because I love Perla too. Yes. Well, yes.
I mean, I'll still remember when you mentioned this podcast.
Perla brought us up.
Yes.
That's why I was like, oh, I have to really listen to this podcast because they
I
talk
was
about
like, River, why do you hate me?
Oh, trust and believe. Y'all always wonder if the girl are lurking or anything. Like we search ourselves up. We look things up. We see what people say. I see all of you on Reddit. I see all of you. You guys are crazy on there.
But okay, y'all, let's get into this episode because that's what we actually came here to talk about. We come back into the workroom and Bernie's gone. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk
Same.
about it. I don't want to talk about it. Y'all know Bernie is my heart and soul. I love her down to pieces. But I get it. She didn't do what she needed to do in this season. So fine, but I don't want to talk about it. But she left a very nice message to the girls. And the girl was, sad to see Bernie go, but some of the girls felt like, okay, a Pinoy girl went home, and a Pinoy girl sent her home. So
I mean, she didn't
maybe
have a choice.
I'm about to say it was really just between the two. It was between the two because if it was anybody else, I don't think it would have been that. But yeah, I would. They were some of the girls felt a little relieved to see that things are shifting a little. Um. Uh. See, I don't. Okay. Go ahead, David. You feel like you
Yeah.
want to say something.
Well, I was going to say I was just curious, who did Suki send home? And so she reveals that she also sent home Bernie. So either way, she was out, sadly.
I think it was fair. It was fair. Track record.
That would have been my choice as well, I think. Though I will say sending home Arizona would have been a really good gameplay. A really good move if you're doing more strategic, but also that was gonna ruffle some feathers for sure if someone did that. But because for me, going into the season, Arizona's already one of my favorites. Like I've loved her since she was on her season. I think she's a strong contender, and she's also so funny and not scared to be like make a fool of herself. But at the same time, she does such polished drag that I'm like, oh, she is such a threat to me. If I was on the same season with her, I would absolutely be like trying to buddy up with her so that she could be my friend in the competition. Well, it's one of those, right? You have to it's either they like you or you don't. Yeah, and I would want to be on her team.
Did you meet her in LA last year?
I did. It was actually our first time meeting, and we did a show together at Mickey's. So I met a lot of those girls actually that same night, which was really cool. I also met Joella that night, but that was before she was even on the season, so that was really cool.
Oh, so after they get their moment to say goodbye to Bernie, we see them. A lot of people are like, okay, what are we gonna? They're starting to feel like the tide is shifting a little bit. Maybe we can go this. Maybe the Pinoy lines and the international lines are kind of blurring. I'm like, no, it's really not. It's really only because they only had the choice of the two people. Like it wasn't like an international queen was there and they chose the Bernie over an international queen.
It definitely does give the international queen like maybe a little bit of like relief though, seeing
definitely
seeing like the skills level out a little bit because ratio wise, because if I was there and I was watching an international queen go home every single week, I would feel the same way as like how like Siam Phusri was like feeling, where it's like, so it's always gonna be an international queen. Like obviously that thought is gonna go through my mind because like, well, clearly you guys have like home turf, home advantage, whatever. I don't know sports.
Yeah.
What is it?
That was it.
Home
That
field
was
advantage.
actually
Yep.
it. Home field advantage.
Home field advantage. Go
So
team.
manly of you, Aurora. That was so manly.
Thank you. I mean, my nails too. But yeah, I'm like, seeing them have that home advantage. It's like it is disheartening seeing an international girl go home every single week. So I'm sure they were relieved and they were maybe giggling to themselves, like, okay, maybe we do have a chance. Like we're starting to see them crack under the pressure, and people are starting to have a little meltdown, a little mentee B.
Yeah. The part that gagged me though, was Brigiding. Right after they wiped off the mirror, Brigiding was like, Yuhua, Siam, I'm gonna need you all to step it up right now because you're really falling behind. Like she pulled out like as if she was a host, and I was like,
said,
okay,
y'all do better.
Or do better.
I would have been like, excuse me, excuse me.
She literally said the tops right now are all of us Filipino
All of
girls.
us. And
Yeah.
Suki.
And you three who are not needed.
Suki is at the top, and then the two of you.
Right.
She really name dropped them and said, do better.
Yeah.
I literally, when I watched it, I was sitting there like, oh, that was my initial reaction when she said it, because I'm like, if somebody said that to me, I'm like, hold on, who you talking to?
It do
You
take
talking
nerve.
It takes a lot of nerve.
About it. She did her thing. She did what she
She
needed
did her
to do.
thing.
We're talking about it now.
But I was like, oh, Okay, Brigiding. Brigiding, you're never beating the allegations,
Yeah,
Brigiding.
I'm not even
You're
surprised. We should not be
never,
surprised that she said that.
you're never beating the
She
allegations. I'm
loves to stir the
just saying,
pot.
she loves to stir it up. And I was like,
And I'm sure
okay,
she's feeling confident because she just won too. So it's
r-
like,
I can
Mhm.
respect it. I can
He is
respect
the
it.
drama.
She is and you know what? My thing is, if you're going to do it, just own it and be like, "This is who I am. I'm
and
a
she
pot
is.
stirrer,"
She's
and
being
she
upfront.
is.
She's
So I'm
saying, you
like,
know what? I'm really underwhelmed with your performance. Do better. Figure it out.
because it would have been worse if she would have been like talking to the other girls and been like,
Okay.
I think, you are and Siam should do better. And I'm like, girl, whatever. But the fact that she was like to your face, like, girl, I'm gonna need you and you to step your pussies up. Like you're really lagging right now. And I'm like,
No, she's not wrong though. She is not
she's
wrong to say
not
that though.
wrong.
She's saying what everyone is thinking, but it's
Right.
just gaggy that she said
Absolutely.
it.
It's just the
So,
way she
Very
like called them in for a performance review. Just
right in the middle of like a
yeah.
performance review that nobody asked for and nobody was prepared for. She was like,
I don't know. It was the
okay.
quarterly, but okay.
She said, okay, hold on. I have my notes. The two of you have not been performing to the level of that we need you to perform. So
To the level
therefore,
of puss that was expected.
right. So therefore, you have 2 to 3 months to step it up, or we will be sending you out the door.
we're
Thank
gonna have
you.
to
And
let you
good
go.
night. We're gonna have to let you go. I'm sorry. Like I respect it, but I was like,
Is
God,
your
but yeah.
2 challenge notice?
2 challenge notice.
If you don't
Not
step
the
it up
two
in the next
challenge notice.
challenge, well. But
Baby,
they
see,
did.
see, I'm
Go
got
ahead.
a 2 day
It's a 2 day
notice.
notice,
Yeah,
But
baby,
we'll get
honey.
to
2 days.
that. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it, but because we need to get into Miss Siam. We're gonna talk about
Oof.
Siam a little bit right now because after everybody drags and everybody gets together, they move on. The next day we come into the workroom and they're asking about, congratulating those who won. Breathing, you won, congratulations, and da da da. We're asking now who, how we feeling? How we feeling right now? How we feeling in this moment? Khianna's feeling a little like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not feeling like I'm doing anything right. I don't know if I'm stepping it up. I feel defeated a little bit, but okay, but I'm cool. See, how you feeling? I'm okay. I'm working. I'm a win. I'm determined. I'm driven. Let's do this. Siam, how you feeling? Baby Siam was like, she turned into first. Okay, let me because I have a lot of feelings about this moment right here. Because I understood what she was doing and what she was
Mhm.
trying to do and how she was trying to project how she's feeling like she's like, it's a new me, it's a new person. Sion 3.0, I'm coming. I want to show who I am. I'm good at what I do and I'm gonna show it, da da da. So I'm like, leaving it right there would have been great. Would have been great. But then Siam turned into something that I didn't recognize either. Like she went there. She was but she was pumping herself up. And I think it was helping her, but it was scaring others because she was going in and she was going on and on and
Well, I think
on.
what happened was her initial bit that she was doing
Yeah,
got no noise, like no one
right.
reacted. So she was like, okay, to get out of this awkward situation, I have to keep going
Hmm.
and try to like make it funny and make it a thing. But she just got lost in
She
doing it
lost
because and no
control.
one was reacting the entire time. So it was just an uncomfortable situation to be in, and everyone's just like, is she still is she still
She's
at
like,
this point
is she
it got
done?
Oh my
Is she
yeah,
done?
it's
god.
like at that point it went on for too long to say something,
Mhm.
and she didn't know how to stop.
They were just
Ugh.
like, I mean, and they were trying to like tell her to like let it go. They're like, yay! Oh no, she's still
No,
going.
she's not done.
Okay,
She is not
okay,
done.
Nope.
yay, girl! Oh no, she's still go. Like then she climbed on the tables and she's going in. Her eyes are buck. She is serious about this, and I was like, is this a bit or are we just what is happening? I was confused. Now, I wasn't scared. I was confused. But we see Viñas literally like, hold on. Whoa,
I got the
whoa.
heebie-jeebies a little bit. Like,
I
I
was
totally get
nervous
how
for
she
her. I
feels.
was like, is she having a mental break? Like, I was more concerned if she was having a mental break in that moment. I was like, because it's a lot of pressure. And I'm sure I've never been there, but I'm sure it's a lot of pressure to do what you all do on a regular basis all the time in a competition. So I'm like, is she having a mental break? What is going on? Venus was obviously shaking. She was like, this is weird. This is scary, and I don't like this. And like she's and confused. She's like, is this real? Is this fake? What is this? I don't know. And at first, I didn't realize how spooked out Venus was about this, but we'll learn later on how really spooked out she was by this. But everybody was just like, I don't know how to react to. I want to know from all of you, somebody's breaking down or screaming, standing on a tabletop like this. What is your reaction? What are we doing in that moment? We're sitting at a table and now one person is screaming, I'm gonna do better! I'm gonna win! I'm getting the crap. How do we
I
react?
feel like I'll be mostly like most everyone, where when she first started, I'd be like, "Oh, this is kind of just a bit, hey, just chill out, it's cool." But she kept on going, and to that
Hmm.
point to where it's like, I feel like she's having a mental breakdown.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's funny because like I've been to comedy shows, and really what makes the comedian funny or not is whether the audience is receptive. And I felt like Siam did not have a receptive audience, and I felt like this could have been a really cool moment for everybody if they had just cheered her on and supported her. And if they did have concerns, maybe address that later. But it just felt really cold. The whole room felt so cold and awkward for me. And I felt so bad for Siam because not only is she potentially having this breakdown, but people are just making it 10 times more awkward with their responses, their body language. And maybe they
Hmm.
can't help that. But I would like to think if I was there, I would be kind of like Yuhua was, at least at first, trying to cheer her on and support her and
Hmm.
make it not so awkward, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
in the
what I'm
very
saying.
yeah,
Yeah,
in the very beginning, you saw Yuha was like encouraging, and then as time went on,
right.
like you could see like everyone's like, "What? Wait,
Oh,
huh?"
she's still going.
She's not
Yeah,
done
yeah,
yet.
Now,
yeah.
I think I could have like, in a way, if I were in this situation, I could try to be like, "All right, let's tone it down a little bit. Like
Hmm.
we got things to take care of." Like it feels like when you're in a meeting where like people will like go in circles, and then it's like, all right, we need to move on from this. Let's try
Hmm.
to like go there. So
All right. So, Aurora, how would you react to this situation?
I think I would be scared. Also
Mm,
because I am very superstitious. So if I
mm,
saw someone suddenly have that switch, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
mm-hmm.
Like I would get a little spooked. I would be like, I would probably have the same reaction as Venus. Maybe not to the extent of where her fear continued
Mm-hmm.
on throughout the episode. I think in the moment I would just be like, is she okay? Like, is this isn't funny anymore? Like,
Right.
should I be concerned for people's safety, to herself, to us? I'm like, this seems so different from what her energy was before. She's always been very eccentric and very like kooky,
Yes.
but this was like a shift, and I was like, oh, this is concerning. She
Mm-hmm.
got that crazy eye, and when she yelled in their faces, and she like went like ah, like all up in their
Yeah.
faces, I was like, okay, respect personal boundaries and like your personal bubble. Like, don't get in people's faces. Like, if you're gonna do
Mm-hmm.
that, but don't involve other people into your crazy, because there's no consent
Wild.
happening. No, someone's probably really, really uncomfortable, and
Mm-hmm.
you're just continuing this, and that freaks me out. I'm like, ugh,
Yeah.
stop, everyone stop.
Yeah. That would have been me because, like I said, I've seen somebody actually have a mental break before, and so to see that happen is like, oh, okay,
Hmm.
okay. I don't know. I would have been you at the beginning, like, yeah, girl, all right, you doing it, you doing it.
Oh,
Okay,
she's
girl.
really doing it.
Oh, you really doing it, girl? Okay,
It's
girl.
getting done.
It's getting too done now. Like, well done. Like, I would have, and like you said, David, I think the pulling us like cheering her on, let her finish, and then pull her off to the side later. Like, hey, girl, you okay? Like, I'm concerned. Were you good? I don't know what the time limits and how much time they have, but I would have literally wanted to be like, okay, I'm concerned about your safety. Are you okay? You sure? And be fine because that's not that hasn't happened before. That's not what we consider normal right now. You don't do that on
Mhm.
a regular basis. So it was interesting, but the whole time it was happening, I was like, please ring the alarm. Please let Mama Powell come out. Like, woo, wee, 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 like sound the alarm so we can get this moving. Like, please don't let her go through this. But
You know that's not going to
of
happen. They want the TV
course
moment.
they
They
want to
want the
see it.
drama.
No, they literally see
It's
the
for
But
TV
the
I was like,
drama.
moment.
please ring the alarm. Mama Powell walk in the door like, hey, my boo, like, I'm ready for the my boo to come in. Like, please hurry up. But she finished. Everybody had their reaction, their moments. And again, this is why I fell in love with Suki on last episode and the episode for that. I like how Suki is like, listen, she's the voice of reason. She's calming nature. She's like, okay, everybody, it's fine. We're gonna be fine. Everything's good. We're gonna make it like I appreciate someone who's gonna step up and be like, okay, it's okay. Everything is gonna be okay. It's all right. You good? We're good. We're all good. Let's work. And then of course, then they sound the alarm. I'm like, where were you 5 minutes ago when she was screaming at everybody? Hello. But Mama Pow comes out. We get ready for our mini challenge, which coincides with our maxi challenge, which I love. I love a theme. I love a themed episode where everything makes sense and everything goes together because we're having a Raider Queen for our mini challenge. And I'm like, oh, okay, simple Raider Queen. I've seen this before. Let's do this. And they all get to rate their queens, and we have certain queens who feel real good about Raider Queens because they've won their Raider Queens when it happened in their season. So of course they're gonna take it. And spoiler alert, they did. They did take it because Viñas was like, I'm happy, I'm fine because I know that I'm doing well in this competition. I'm doing good, and I've won this Raider Queen in my season. She knows the girls hold her at high regards. And you know what? She has a right to feel that way because
I would too.
she won it. Like, when you know, you know. If you're good, you're good. And Venus is eating the season up. Period.
I'll be honest though, I was
Mhm.
waiting for the whole they actually like raid a queen like they did in All Stars 10. And I was like, wait, are they about to do this like this method? But no, it was like it was an actual like sit down ballot. I was like, oh, this is interesting. And the fact that
And
Mama Pow's
Mama Pow
there.
was right there asking,
Mhm.
okay, so who's your second choice? Who's
All right.
third?
I was like,
Who do
oh,
you
what happened
like
to
the least?
I was
Yeah,
like,
and
oh, what
why?
happened to secret ballots? I like a secret ballot. This isn't secret at all, Mama Pal. Why are you here? But it was interesting. But yeah, Mama Pal was funny to me. She was like,
Well,
so
I
you
have a question for Miss
Oops.
Aurora. Who would you rate first, and who would you rate last if you were to do this
Oh.
challenge, this mini challenge?
Not you
Uh,
putting them on a spot.
First, I think I would put either Venus or Arizona.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. So
I
you're playing
think
fair.
also that's just based on who I've been liking the most, and I have been consistently entertained. Actually, I will say maybe Venus more right now. I've
Mm.
been like pleasantly surprised with like 'cause she's already such an amazing
Yeah.
entertainer. It's been cool to see her do even more and really push past like my expectations of her, which were
Mhm.
already very high. And I'm like, wow, I'm just being blown out of the water with how good you are. She's probably
Mhm.
my top. And then I think if it was fresh after what had happened in that New Day in the
Mhm.
Workroom, I think I would also put Siam in the bottom.
Yeah.
But I think overall I would put Yuhua just because I've been the most or the least entertained by what she's
Yeah.
been giving so far.
Right.
But I will say this episode kind of changed that a little bit. It gave. I
Mhm.
feel like I saw a little more of what she was able to offer, and I'm like, yay! Let's do more of that, please.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think I agree with you. I would probably have
Yeah.
put that same people in that same first and last would have been that because
Yep.
yeah. But we see after we saw Viñas wins, of course, because duh, everybody was going to give it to her. She should. She wins, and then we get to our maxi challenge, which is going to be a snatch, and everybody's like, "Yeah, snatch game." No, snatch
Election.
election. And I was like, how is this going to work? But you want to know what? I absolutely like this a little bit better than I like Snatch Game. I'm not even going to lie.
Mm.
I enjoyed this more than I enjoyed any international, I would say international Snatch Game. I've had some funny international snatch games that I like. I like this better because I feel like this election where they had to make a video, a political video on why they should be elected president, and they all had to do it in their Snatch Game characters. So I like this because it gives them it gives us they don't have to be sitting in that one spot doing their thing, playing a game and answering these specific questions that are asked, that they can show their creativity, show what they could do. Like now you're a director, you're a producer, you gotta, set stuff up. I kind of like this. I don't know what everybody else think. What y'all think about it? Y'all like
I
it?
was
Not like it?
obsessed with this because
Mm.
like not only are they like shooting this video, but like the fact that they have to impersonate as well, like it is such a good idea, and actually like give props to them because I didn't know how I would like think about this, but then when I saw how the process was going, I was like, wait, this is actually a good idea. Because like if we think back to like the last time they did like a snatch like political type thing was the Snatch Summit in Canada versus the World One.
Mhm.
So I was trying to think back on that. I was just like, oh, this could work hand in hand. But when I saw the video aspect, I was like, oh wait, this is actually like throw back to season 8 when they did their political challenge with that. I was like, oh, this is perfect. So
I think for me, I was very curious because I was like, okay, so this kind of gives the contestants more power in their own Snatch Game because it's not like you're getting questions that you have to answer on the spot. You're planning out your punchlines now. But I am curious about like what were the instructions that they were given because not
Mm.
everyone had a same length in their video. I'm curious about how much say they had in the editing and like the music choices, the way it was editing, the pacing of the videos. Because for example, like um Arizona, her relied a lot on the editing of like the awkward silences and then the zoom
Mhm.
in of her going,
Mhm.
thanks, like things like
Mhm.
that, where I'm like, yes, I agree that the character and the impersonation was funny, but the editing itself also played a big part in that. And was that, did she get to choose all of those choices, or is that something that was done on behalf of production? Which makes me curious. I'm like, okay, so like, is this
Mhm.
something that comes from the talent and the comedy of the contestant, or is that a production choice?
Mhm. Because if that's the case, it makes you feel like if the production had the final say and they edit it, then I feel like that takes away from what you want them to do to show their creativity or whatever. Because it's like, yeah, we do all these things. This is my words. This is my jokes. These are my things. But it's all about if you edit it the right way, it seems more funnier. Or if you edit it the wrong way, it seems like something that was funny is actually less funny because you edited it in the wrong. I don't know. I don't know. Now I
Hmm.
want to know. Now
I
I
don't
want
know.
to know.
Maybe that's my insecurities coming out where I'm like, ooh, I don't like that I don't have full control over something.
Mm.
Especially if you're given a little bit of control, you're like, well, now I want to nitpick on things that I want to see in this video, but you're telling me whether I can or cannot do it, or if that's something that you guys get to decide. I'm like, okay, don't give me some of the reins and not all of it.
Right now, no, look, now I want to know. I want to know if they had full inquiring minds. So look, after y'all NDA is over, somebody tell me when y'all come on the show and when the NDA is over, let us know if you had full control over your video or did the production get to finalize it. And that might take me some points off of a few things for me for some people. I don't know.
maybe.
Hmm.
Um, So my take is, look, the challenge is fun. I
Mhm.
think they should just have removed the Snatch Game idea out of it. It just did not
Mm.
seem like a Snatch Game at all. It's a video challenge. It's almost like the first challenge they had in season 3, or TikTok video challenge
Mhm.
Yeah.
at All Star 7. So I think they should just completely have removed the Snatch Game idea, because it really, I don't see the Snatch Game aspect other than them portraying as somebody else. But yeah, the challenge itself is fun. I just hate that they had to pretend like it's a sort of a
Like link it in
version
with
of the
Snatch
Snatch Game.
Game.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of hard to compare this to other Snatch games because I don't really know these characters. Like, if they were characters I was familiar with, maybe I could like be like, oh yeah, this is an improvement. But the only one I kind of knew, I only knew because she's been done as a Snatch Game character on a different season, Anna Delvey. So like,
Yep.
yeah, I'm like, I don't know any.
And that was a good one too.
Yeah, and I
That
knew
was a really
two.
good one.
So
I only
Mhm.
knew one. I only knew Anna Delvey too, so I was like, this is the only one I know. But I don't know. But I found it entertaining. I honestly found this one a little bit more like I could get to know some of these characters than sometimes with the Snatch Game, because I feel like sometimes the way they edit it on the show, we don't get to see them because it's like this person got one question asked, and then we see somebody else who they like or who's doing really well get 3, 4 questions asked their way, and we're like, okay, well, I don't know what this other character did. Maybe they did so bad that they couldn't show them. And so I still don't know who this character is that you're telling me to portray. So I have no idea who this person is. Or then I don't know. I think like we got a chance to get to know everybody because all of them had
Mhm.
to do the video. So I got to see who some of these are, even if it's not an accurate interpretation of this person or accurate characterization of this person. It's still I got to see how they portrayed them a little bit more.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Mhm.
And there was another aspect that came into play because they were each given
Mhm.
20 minutes, and Mama Powell let Venus know that she got to remove 1 minute from it. Siam.
Siam.
It was like,
Siam.
Oh
She
my
said less screen time, less prep time.
God.
Siam.
say
Siam.
less.
She said
Say
she already had her 1 minute of
1
fame at the
minute.
beginning of this episode.
Yep.
When she said that, I melted into the bed. I was like, oh my God. No, she didn't. Yep, she did. She said it. I was like, they so shady and I love it. I love it. But yeah, she wasted no time. She was like, I don't even think Mama Powell finished the sentence before she was like, see
She had a good reason though. She said it's
she did.
because Siam did
She already
do the
took her
same
minute earlier, so I'm going to
do
take
the
it away
same
from
thing
her.
earlier this year. But even if Siam, I guess, did not sabotage Venus earlier this season, I think Venus still would pick Siam.
Oh, she would have picked her.
Like, it's personal for her. I
Siam
think.
felt like it was like, hey, I
Oh, you're
think she did
threatened.
it. She feels threatened by me because I did that to her, so she
Oh
did
my
it to
God,
me. It only
you
makes
go, girl.
sense. I look, live in your delusional land,
Yes.
honey. Live in Delulu
Yeah.
land as long as possible. I feel like
Convince
things get
yourself.
done.
Oh, and she's about to
Things,
find out otherwise.
I mean, how things get done when you live in delusion. I swear. But she was just like, I feel like she's just threatened by me, and I get it. I understand. I would be threatened by me too. I was like, girl, yep. But they she finishes her Siam gets 19 minutes, everybody gets 20. And Viñas, I loved her in this episode. And then I was like, oh, but you ain't have to. I felt so conflicted with Viñas in this episode because right then when they get to start um writing their things, and they get Mama Powell leaves them with a treat because she said, before I go, I have something for you. Oh, pit crew, here's an envelope of the Raider Queens. This is after the walkthroughs, by the way, because Mama Powell did the walkthroughs, and I don't know, the walkthroughs did nothing really
Yeah, there
got
wasn't
my
much.
attention. It
Yeah.
really
Yeah, there really
wasn't
wasn't
much for
much.
me at the walkthroughs. So I know I skipped it, and I know y'all were like, you skipped the walkthroughs. Yes, I skipped it. It wasn't nothing that happened during the walkthroughs. We just got to know who everybody was doing. We gonna keep it
I
moving.
still won't know who these characters are.
I
So.
still won't know who any of these are if we talk about the walkthroughs for another 20 minutes. So we gonna move on. They walk through, she talks about them, we go. But she leaves them with the folder of the Raider Queens. And she was like, you don't have to open it if you don't want to. I'm like, Mama Pao, you know they go open it. Stop
They're
playing.
gonna.
Stop playing. Stop playing. You know they go open it. But it's the list of, the order of the rankings and then each individual
Ranking.
and so everybody looks at these rankings. They see that Viñas is first, Siam is last. Everybody looks and Khianna is fifth. And everybody's like, okay, let's not talk about this now. Let's go back to our work. We're just gonna go back to doing our business and everybody's gonna be fine. So we get back to everybody's working, and Khianna is feeling the type of way because she's like, I'm sick of being safe. I'm sick of being fifth. I'm sick of being right in the middle. I feel I'm sick. And so she starts getting a little emotional about being fifth. And they are, I think it was Arizona, was comforting her. I was like, you're okay, girl. It's fine. You're good. Don't you worry. It's fine. Again, she's just like, I just don't feel good about this. And I feel Khianna. I feel Khianna in this moment. I feel for her. The pressure is definitely getting to her. She's like, I just don't know what I'm, how I'm doing right now. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. And so Arizona is comforting her. At the same time, we see Siam having a moment as well. And Siam's having her moment, and she's just like, I don't. We see Viñas just walk right past, walk around, look at her and walk around. But we see Suki going over to Siam, just trying to comfort her, making sure she's okay. And we hear the commentary in the background from Viñas. She's like, she's such a drama queen. She's so dramatic. It's so much. It's too much. I don't like it. It's much too much. And I was like, why Viñas, why are you doing this? Like, why are you this way? But I kind of found it a little funny too, because I understand, because once you get fed up with somebody, you fed up. But now we find out why she's fed up. And I was like, it's starting to make sense now. So Viñas says, like, look, this is triggering for me. This is very triggering for me because I have had people in my life who was into this whole witchcraft thing or whatever. And when I tried to talk to her, she was giving me weird answers and weird things and vibes. It just wasn't all. I'm triggered by her. I'm triggered by this. I'm triggered by all the questions and how she's doing this and these. I'm just triggered. And so I'm like, okay, makes sense. If you're triggered by something, if something bothers you and you see somebody doing something that bothers, it makes you react in different ways. So once I heard that, I was like, okay, this is just a trigger thing that she has to deal with. That's something that is very personal to her. So really can't get mad at her for having things that's personal or affecting her. It might not affect you, but it affects her. So I was like, okay, Lana, I'm gonna back off, because at first I was judging. I was like, why are you this way, girl? Why are you so mean to her? She's having a moment. She's having a meltdown. Just don't be so mean. But I was like, oh, but she's triggered. And unfortunately, when that happens, there's not much we could say about somebody. You can't tell somebody what's right or wrong to react to somebody or something. So I was like, okay, girl.
At first, I thought it was one of those moments where it's like when someone just gives you the ick,
Mhm.
then you just can't not unsee that anymore. At first, I thought that was what was happening with Venus. I was like,
Venus.
maybe it just rubbed her the wrong way, and she really is just like, oh, I don't want this in my life. Like, it just feels like bad energy. Only for her to be like, so I'm actually traumatized right now. She's like, my ex-best friend did this to me, and I had a terrible time from that friendship breakup, and now she's like, I'm doing this all over again with this girl that I barely even know and I'm in a competition with. So I'm like, you know what, I feel for her. I can see where the fear is coming from, but damn, it was like, oh, she's going in because she really does not like what's going on.
Yeah, I had a lot of thoughts about this, and I've been kind of nervous to share them today because I know we have very passionate viewers, and I love that. And Venus is my favorite this season. I love her. She's killing the competition. I think she's hilarious. I also think she has like a mean edge to her sometimes. I think it came to surface in season 1 a little bit, and I think it's coming to surface in this as well. And I get that she may have been triggered. I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that we know Viñas is very religious, and I love that for her. I love that. I think she had a beautiful display of her faith in that first episode. We've seen this a lot in the Philippines as well. Like I think of other runways from different seasons, and even Dragden. Like I love the Filipino culture and how they celebrate their faith. That's beautiful. For me, it was triggering as somebody who used to be very Christian, used to go to church all the time. For me, it was triggering seeing that when Viñas realizes, oh, this person might be in witchcraft, treating them differently because they don't fit in with your religion. That's what triggered me, because I've had that happen to me. I've seen that happen way more than I've received it. And it just really did not sit well with me at all, because you can feel away. Like, you do not have to believe the same thing as Siam. If she is into witchcraft, we don't know that. But I think treating her poorly because of it, making snide remarks behind her back for it, I don't like that. But what I will say is I have seen a video from a viewing party that Viñas did last night, and she was very forthcoming in saying, look, this was my issue going on. And she definitely, she sounds like she does not stand fully behind the way she treated Siam. They talked about it after the season. They've come to peace with each other, and I appreciate that. I like a self-aware queen, so I cannot be too mad at her. For me, it was a little triggering watching that, but if she can let it go, I can absolutely let it go.
Absolutely. I think that when I understood the trigger, as y'all know, well, most people who watch know, I am very much into that. Like, my father was a pastor and preacher and whatever, and I've been at church all my life, very much Christian and all this stuff. So I understand. I do agree with you. Just because you see something that you don't like doesn't give you the right or the reason to. It shouldn't make you treat someone severely different. It can scare you, but it doesn't have to make you treat them differently and make it mean. You don't have to be mean about it. And I don't think Viñas was being mean. I just think
No.
she's
not a bully. I've seen people say that
no,
online.
she's not.
Was not
No,
being a
she's
bully.
not. She's not a bully. She just didn't know how to cope with the feelings in the moment. In that moment,
She was
which we all had.
reacting. She was
Right, she was
responding in the moment.
reacting and responding, and we all have bad moments. We just don't have ours on television. So before y'all go jumping down these people's throat about what they have done and the actions that they caused that one bad moment, just think about the moments you've had that wasn't televised, that wasn't caught, that nobody got to say, "Oh, why are you acting like that?" We all have them. We are not perfect beings, and she just had a moment where she didn't know how to react or encompass the feelings that she was feeling, and it was like it came out wrong. It came out in a not so nice way. I won't even say wrong, because we don't. It might not be right or wrong. It's up to your, how you deal with it and how you cope with it. But she didn't know how to react to it in a positive way, or in a way that would make it seem palatable to the people watching on TV, apparently. But she don't have to. She's a human being and she makes mistakes. And like you said, if she's owned up to it and said, this was not my finest moment, and I don't like how I reacted to it, then baby, we all need to let it go. Like,
Not to play
be
devil's advocate or like to make excuses for her, but like I really do believe that she was scared. Like
absolutely
in that moment. And that doesn't justify like her necessarily like bashing Siam in that moment and talking shit behind her back while she's literally crying a table away from you. But I really do believe that she was scared, just like from her initial reaction up to that point. I'm like, oh, she clearly was like, I don't fuck with this. I don't want to be around this. And you could tell that she was a little spooked out. Not saying that she should say all that stuff, but I'm like, I can see where she is coming from. But a lot of negativity and all that always comes from fear of the unknown and just things that you don't understand. So
absolutely.
this is an example of how something like that can start to pile up on each other and become a bigger issue. So good that she clocked that in herself and is like, me and her are fine. We've seen Siam in the Philippines doing viewing parties with them, and it looked like she had a great time. So I'm sure they're fine. But it is like, okay, good that you've clocked yourself and you kind of have owned up to how you behaved. And it's like, okay, this is not a
Absolutely.
good representation of who I am in the moment. That's how I felt. We're gonna move on now. I'm like, okay, great, love that for you. Move on.
And we all move on because, duh, why shouldn't we? Because there's so much else that happens in this episode. Because they start working. Then we see the video starting to get recorded, and it was
Montage.
such a montage. They were like not playing. They were like, let's get this moving. We go get it out the way, done, 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 done. Because we see everybody, direct. My favorite, and you all can talk about your moments that you love the most, but for me was Yua. When Yua was like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. I'm sorry if I'm being direct, but I only have 20 minutes. So let's go to the
It was very mixed.
Yeah, very mixed now.
Right. Are we mixed
very mixed now.
She's
Like,
like,
The
when
doors
I say,
she
when I
opened.
say go back, you go back 10 seconds. You go back 30 seconds. I was like, okay, at
Absolutely.
least we have a plan. But I think not. Can we jump into the videos?
yeah. Oh, you
Because I
go
think
ahead. Come on.
okay, because not okay.
Do we have
I
like
think,
a visual for it?
Well, I don't know.
Because I think Yuhua also, like, being someone who runs her YouTube channel and stuff. I think she already had an idea of like
Oh, yeah.
how a storyboard maybe works for
Yes.
something like this. So she had the
hmm
visuals that she wanted to match, and she was explaining that to Brigiding in the workroom, was saying how like
hmm
Brigiding was like, oh, I'm trying to think of like the lines and the script and also what the visuals will do. She's like, no, focus on your script and then make the visuals. And I think
Right.
she was able to succeed in that because she already knew everything down to the point of like what is going to be on the screen at this point, because I have my script down. I know what needs to match. And that worked in her advantage. Also because it's a timed challenge, it's like you can't be figuring it out on the spot.
Absolutely not. You got to get it done. It's like you got to come in with the plan, know exactly what you're doing. This is the scene we set and moving along. Like get it done and move. You don't have time to lollygag. You got to keep it pushing. Got to keep it moving. And that was so funny to me. And I love that from you. I was like, get it, you do it, do
I
it.
know
Like
she's having her moment. She's like picking up the speed a little.
y'all look. Brigidine said, we need you to step it up. We need you to do better. And you will say, okay, hold my beer. Let me show you what I can do. Let's get
Exactly.
it done. And I was like, period. I live for it. Any other moments in the video montage that stood out to anybody? Yeah.
CM wasn't.
No, she wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't in it. It wasn't
The
it.
second she said, I feel like the character is very similar to me, I'm like, oh
Nope.
god.
Oh
I was
no.
like, nope.
I was like, oh, we know what's going on.
It definitely doesn't help that like the language barrier is also.
Mhm.
I'm sure she could be really funny when she's speaking Thai and speaking her native language and making jokes and double entendres. I'm sure that's all things that she can do. But when there's a language barrier, I feel for these girls where I'm like, fuck, that's just an added like layer of difficulty, because now you're trying to make
Mhm.
jokes in a language that you can't speak fluently. Like that sounds like a nightmare to me, girl.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So to the video montage, we go right to the runway. They don't have nothing in between. I was like, nothing? We got nothing. So I was like, yeah,
Not
they
much in
gonna
the
go.
workroom. Not much in the
No,
workroom.
they didn't have nothing. It was well, we did. Did we go back to the workroom? Because or did we go right to the
Nope.
runway? No, we went right to the
Right to
that's
the
what I'm talking about.
runway.
It was nothing. And I was like, okay, well, and if that's what y'all gonna do, then that's what we gonna do too. We going
Siam
right
took
to
all
the
that time in the beginning of the episode already.
true. True. You're right,
Uh,
Jonathan. Very true. So since they didn't go back to the workroom, we ain't going back to the workroom. We're going to the runway. So let's get it.
Uh-oh.
Well, I love this dress. What do y'all think?
I love it.
I'm still here. So
Amazing.
I was like, don't worry, I'm still here. I was just backstage. But yeah, this how? What did you think about the dress, Jonathan?
You know, I like it. It's kind of classic to me. And most episodes, there's a certain aspect of camp in her runway, but this seems kind of classic to me. So yeah, no, it's good. I like it.
Or
And
what did you
I
think?
love this. I love this hair on her. I think I always see I always see like the ginger and like the kind of reddish brown on her. It's really nice to see like a dark hair. I'm also very in my like dark hair era right now. I'm like, embrace that natural color. I don't need to be wearing these blondes and gingers. I'm like, honestly, my skin tone matches dark hair the best. So like seeing that, I'm like, oh, very happy. I also just think it like black hair is so like pretty and youthful.
Yeah,
I
this
think
is
she
my
looks
favorite
forward.
hair.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
this is my favorite hair. Yeah. This is my favorite hair on Mama Pie. I was like, she looks so good. This was a good
Mhm.
look. I really like this look.
One of my favorites so far this season.
Same.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
Absolutely.
seeing like
Oh.
can we go back for a minute? Yeah, because like seeing this dress, I was like, oh wow, like I love this blue on her, especially like how this background goes as well. I'm just like, like, and with these sleeve details too, like I think it was like I think she was going for like a like ocean wave type of thing, and I was like, oh, that is smart. So
Yeah,
and
the green is kind of like fish scales.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because I was like thinking back to I think Pangina's dress for one of the weeks that she wore. I was just like that was everything. So this was giving very similar, and I love this so much. So because like the peplums was kind of giving water, like same thing with the sleeves, and then just like the scale, like just perfect.
She really said mermaid gown. Let's go.
Yes.
Absolutely. Very good. And then our guest judges, Captivating Cat and Alyssa Edwards. They both look great.
They look gorge. I think I like the combination of last week's outfits better, but that's also because they had the primary colors. Like visually, the three of them on the judging panel last week looked so good. So I was like, oh, they're not as cohesive, but obviously that's not a requirement. They all look amazing.
They look great. Let's get into these videos. We're going to talk about the videos and talk about what we liked, what we didn't.
Oh my god.
I'm going to start with David. We'll start with you, and you can go and give. I guess I'm sure you have a ranking of order of who you like the most and not. So I'll let you go.
I do. I'll just go from the bottom to top. So 7 for me was Siam. I forgot. I did know another person because I do know Lalisa a little bit. I've heard Blackpink's music and I've watched The White Lotus. I did not at all get that character. Like this could have been anybody in the world other than Lisa, and I would have believed it. I didn't really find it too funny. It just felt really trippy. Like, and Lisa doesn't have big boobs like that, so it left me confused. Like I was more confused by this than I was by her rant earlier in the episode.
She literally didn't do a Snatch Game.
Right. Exactly. For me, number 6, I'm shocked to say this, and I know a lot of people have been defending this online, but Khianna, I think it's because I did not know the character, and I was just remembering her Snatch Game character from last year, which was so good, and this kind of paled in comparison. It felt a little flat, and I don't know. I wanted her to go harder with the comedy. It didn't make me laugh at all, unfortunately. For me, number 5, I liked it. It was Suki Doll. I thought she was good. It was in Spanish. I thought that was cool. Show off your extra languages. I think it felt a little one note at times, but it was a funny note. It was a funny note, but I think I wanted different levels to it, but it was still very good. For me, number 4 was Yuhua. I thought she had a good accent. I really like what she did with the accent. The freeing prisoners, starting with herself.
Starting with myself.
Yes. I thought that was a very funny line. So she had a really good characterization. There weren't a lot of like laugh out loud parts for me. So I'm not mad that she was in the top. She barely missed my top. For me, number 3 was Arizona. The music cuts, those were the best part. Like when it would just pause and then she would say another word. I thought that was hilarious.
Thanks.
Yeah. Her showing off her platforms. She wanted to show Arizona Brandy humor, and I love it. I would have been so happy to see her lip syncing. For me, number 2 was actually Viñas. I thought she had really funny lines and I am telling you, I'm not going. And and Dime, we'll always love you. I thought those were both funny. She said she wanted to be called Princess Sarah instead of President Sarah. Very deadpan. I'm not used to seeing deadpan humor from Viñas, so I thought that was a really cool touch. So she killed it. Absolutely deserved to be in the top. For me, number one was Brigiding. I thought she was so funny. She did the thing that we love Mama Pao doing all season where she emphasized the word. I thought that was very smart to do since that's been such a running theme this season. One of Aurora's puffs. It was exponentially. That's what it was.
Exponentially.
Yeah, there we go. And she said the most relatable thing, well, at least the second half for me, when she talked about LGBT, she said looking gorgeous but tired. I was like,
yes,
I feel seen.
No, literally.
And then sniffing all the butts in Tite, it was so funny overall.
Her face was in a bowl.
Yes.
The Tite
was
killed
real
me.
too.
No, same. Oh my god. Oh jeez.
Brandon, you jump in.
Okay, so oddly enough, I agree with most of David's rankings. The only thing I would change is the fact that Viñas and Yuhua were tied for number one for me. Yeah, because the reason being, I think it's because of Yuhua's humor that I love so much, and I'm biased about this, and I don't care. And because of the whole Anna Delvey of it all, and I'm just like, this is everything. And of course, all the bits of Anna Delvey, just I knew exactly what this is, and compared to everyone else, I was just like, it just knocked it out of the park for me. And also, look at Yuhua's face in this. And also the different accents just killed me. If I am French, I am French. If I am Russian, I am Russian. That killed me. And I do have to agree with the fact that with Khianna didn't give political to me, which is and I think if that was part of the challenge, because this outfit didn't feel political to me, so I was just like, yeah, I don't know. And I'd really agree about Siam because I was just like, this isn't Lisa. And I know Lisa's mannerisms because I love Lisa so much. I was like, no. And I see where she was going, but I did not need the tits. I really did not need the tits. Right. The one time I did not want the tits.
Aurora, what about you? What you think about this?
I'm pretty much the same as David, I think, where Yuhua was more in the middle. Not that I didn't enjoy it, but I think I also enjoyed it more because just on a language level, because I wasn't getting as many references for some of the others, but I think the physical comedy is what really got me for my tops. I would say were Brigiding, Arizona, and Viñas. And I honestly can't even say which one was my top because they were all so different. I think maybe Viñas surprised me because it was such a subdued character. I was like, oh, this is not the Viñas I'm used to, versus Arizona kind of gave me exactly what I was expecting. And I wasn't disappointed. I was like, this is the kind of humor that I will look for when I'm looking to Arizona for something funny. I'm like, I'm glad that she delivered exactly what she did. And I think the problem with Khianna's was that it was almost too brain rotty. It was so brain rotty that it was just okay, we see this, and it was too normal to us. It wasn't anything that was outside of the box. It was okay, we see this girl and we know this kind of character from social media, and just a little little squeeze of the boob and stuff like that. It's okay, that's funny, but we've seen it. And I think that's what bit her in the butt was just it's stuff we've seen. It wasn't anything extraordinary. Extraordinary.
Oh my goodness, Jonathan.
I'm just gonna mention I'll just mention my bottoms and tops. Bottoms. Well,
hey.
this channel is PG.
I was like, not me being the one to make the joke. Stop it.
Look, let me two
All
birds, one
right.
stone. This is a dating show now.
We'll go ahead.
My bottoms for this group would have to be both Khianna and Siam. I just did not think they were funny at all. So I agree with most of y'all, Khianna and Siam. For my top, though, I would say Yuhua is definitely my number one. I just thought she was really funny, and even in this picture, she kind of looks like Kamora Hall, and that cracks me up already.
She does.
Second top would be Suki. I thought she was hilarious. Just her playing a Latina character and speaking Spanish the entire time, I thought was already hilarious.
I just wish it wasn't so short. I felt like hers was really.
Yeah.
Hers was the one that I was like, oh, maybe we didn't have a time limit, or they didn't really enforce you have to reach a certain time mark. Versus I remember like on my season when we did like the QVC like selling the like QVC channel or whatever, the shopping channel, we had to fill exactly 4 minutes, and we were cut off the second 4 minutes was done. Or if you didn't have enough, you had to fill in on the spot up to 4 minutes, which I think would have been an added something for this challenge. I feel like they needed that to make everything consistent.
Absolutely. Are you done with that all, Jonathan? Do you have anything else?
That's it. My tops and bottoms.
Okay, work. I agree with the bottoms. Everybody's bottom is my bottoms too. So there's that. I think my tops. I mean, Brigiding, Viñas, Arizona, and Yuhua. Like literally, Yuhua and Arizona for me were like neck and neck. Like that's my tied third. I thought Brigiding was hilarious. Brigiding had
no
me
denying
laughing.
that all four of those girls did
Yeah.
amazing.
And Suki was 100% safe to me. Very much safe.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not great. Not bad. Just 100% safe.
She did
But
the assignment and
she
delivered.
did the
and that's it.
assignment. Everybody else did extra credit. Suki was like, "I'm just doing the assignment and turn it in. That's pretty much it. Like done." I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like laughing. The other four laughing the entire time. I was, and this is like I said, this is why I felt like this is the most, I guess, snatch game type deal. This is the most I've laughed on an international snatch anything because they just all were so funny to me. I got Yuha's references more, so that of course was going to help with the laughter, and so I understood that. But even the references that I didn't understand from Arizona's Viñas and Brigiding, it just made me laugh for what it was. I was like, I don't need to know the references to know this is funny. This was hilarious to me. Brigiding, though, I have to give her flowers. She was my tops of the tops of the top. I laughed from the moment she nervously walked up to that podium until the very last second of that video. I laughed at everything she did. I was like, this is a clear winner for me. Like everybody else was funny. She was a out 100% clear winner for me. I laughed the most with her. This picture right here, that look on her face. Y'all, I was like, and the crazy part is she looked like somebody I know. She looks like somebody who you know who she looked like in this picture? Wanda Sykes. She is giving me very much Wanda Sykes. If you know the comedian Wanda Sykes, that look she always gives, that is Wanda Sykes. That girl, what is you?
I've seen this lady walk around Chinatown before trying to bargain for some cheaper
seen this
vegetable.
woman I've seen this woman at the store. I've seen this woman. I'm like, this little short little Filipino woman just walking around the store like, I don't like this. Like she is at my Walmart right now. I know a woman who lives in my neighborhood who looks like this. It's just, I loved it. I love every second of this. And she ate this up for me. This was my tops of the top for sure. Love it. Love it, love it. But let's talk about the runway before we get into the results because the runway is actually a part of this as well. So the runway category is Asian mythical creature couture. Yeah. All right. Let's get into this. Up first, we have Arizona Brandy. We're gonna start with you, Aurora.
Ooh.
We got our look over here. We do have our look over here, so we won't as a panel, we won't give a full in-depth thoughts, but Aurora, you feel free to give all the thoughts you want.
I got triggered seeing this because I remembered my dragon look from episode 1 of my season with the dragon wrapped around a nude catsuit. Um, actually, it's almost exactly the same where it went up my left thigh and then it was a backpack with hands. And I saw this and I immediately got flashbacks of like, oh, I remember having a panic attack before I walked on stage because I was so unconfident in my look. So seeing this, I also was kind of disappointed just because it didn't seem like it was fitting her the way that it should have been. I still think her face was beautiful and I get the concept, but wasn't my favorite look that she's worn.
Brief thoughts, Jonathan. What you think?
Seemed like 90% nude catsuit, and then the rest is the cool feather stuff around it. It seemed like it was lacking a lot. Could have used more.
Brandon.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that because I was like, but I'll give my more in-depth thought and look over here.
Okay. David.
Yeah, I really liked it when I first saw it. The more I looked at it, the more I saw flaws.
All I needed to see was the elephant ankles at the bottom, and it took me out. I was like, nope, that's it. Nope, not a fan.
It's also one of those where it's like when you saw the full lineup of girls, then it's like, okay, maybe individually it's a cool concept, cool look. It could be like oh, this is great. But seeing it comparatively with all the other looks, I'm like, okay, I see where this could have gone, and I see the potential that it did not reach.
Right. Feel that.
Good concept, bad execution.
Good. Yeah. Perfect way to wrap it up. Let's move on to Siam Phusri. Aurora, what do we think about this?
I wanted more from this, I think. I feel like also another like concept where it was like she could have done so much with being a horse. I feel like we saw the skeletons of what it was. I think back to maybe like Brooklyn Heights on her original season, well, on her season, when she did this kind of like horse wired zebra look, and I'm like, that was like a cool way of doing like a horse. Or even in I don't know if you guys watched All Stars of France, where where Peach did the Pegasus look. It's very like, I feel like there was so much more potential, again, same as Arizona's, where she could have pushed that boundary of what being a horse was, and we only saw the bare bones of this idea. So I don't know. I was a little underwhelmed, and I personally don't know much about the mythical horse creature that she's referencing, and I feel like she didn't really give much of that, and the storytelling wasn't very strong in the look. So I don't know. This is a look that I would pass on because I was like, it didn't really wow me in any way.
Okay, Jonathan.
Yeah, no, same. I feel the same. I like it's a good look. I just can't tell that it was what it was supposed to be. I wish I can understand where she was going, what she was going for right off the bat, but no, I kind of have to dig in, and someone would have to really tell me what she's going for me to understand what it is.
Right, Brandon.
Yeah, I didn't understand it fully either, and what I didn't like about it as much is like the horse was hollow, so I wish I could have seen like more, I guess, like decorated, I guess, in some sort. But I'll like briefly like talk about it more later.
David.
Yeah, I thought it was good, but everybody else became the creature, and she more had a look inspired by the creature.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with how she says horse, though.
How did she say it?
It was like horse. I can't even do it. It's really.
She's calling herself a whore.
Horse. Horse.
Whore members.
I can't do it.
I like the idea of this. I like the tailoring of the outfit. I like the way the outfit looks. I just don't like it. Doesn't hit the theme for me fully. I'm with you, Jonathan. I would have to be explained what this is about instead of just knowing what it's about. But is it pretty? It's pretty. It's pretty. It's just I don't know what it is. And I get you say it's a horse. I can't really tell. So, but there's that. We move. Yo. Okay.
We got Brigiding.
We got Brigiding right now. Aurora, what do we think of his Brigiding?
I really loved this look, and I feel like this look, I was feeling similar feelings to when Khianna did the carabao look, with the horns as well. So I'm like, okay, kind of similar reference points. But I just love seeing her play with like masculinity and femininity in this look. The heels were cool with the hooves. Um, and I thought it was an interesting choice to have this giant cape fabric that didn't have any rhinestoning, didn't have any jewels on it. It was kind of all left to like this bra piece and this horn. And I felt like it was so dramatic. I felt like she was like a video game boss that you were trying to beat. Um, and I think it was like both cosplay and drag enough. So I love this look. I think it was really great, and I think the execution was cute.
Yeah, no, very cool look, very tribal. I love that aspect of it. So no notes. Good job, Brigiding.
Brigiding might have a lot of my outfits if I participate in the end of year looks. She's gonna have a lot of looks in like my end of year list. So let's just say that.
Oh, David.
Yeah, I like this. This was my third favorite of the night. The only thing that kind of took me out was the nude illusion underneath there, but other than that, I thought this was great.
I didn't even notice it.
Was it a nude illusion?
Yeah.
There was some sort of. It
That's the
almost looked like a
illusion.
nude
Brandon
sports
didn't notice it.
bra.
Yeah,
Then it would have been what's holding the bra together.
Yeah, together. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, man. But I'm about to take a little bit out of our last guest, Melinda Verga. This very Vivian Westwood inspired kind of gown drapery in the back. I was living for that. I thought this was so dramatic, so good. I love the prop that she had. I love the horns as the wig. I thought this was great. I lived for this moment. Brigiding did it for me. So good on you, girl. We move up. Well, no, we don't. My computer said no. Push the right button. There we go. Oh, did I skip somebody?
Nope.
Okay. We're here, Suki Doll, because my buttons stick. Sorry. Suki. What do we think of Suki?
I really love this look. I don't think this is my favorite look of hers that she's brought so far. I think the faces one is still my top out of what I've seen from her. But I think this is cute. I think it's really well executed. I understand the reference to the Mugler kind of bug corset. So it's very, very that energy. I love it. I think she looks beautiful. And also I can kind of see the Isis Couture influences in this too. It's very reminiscent of the Black Moth look that Isis did when she came back after leaving versus the World of Canada. Yeah, I think this is gorge. Actually, it kind of reminds me of my nails, where my nails kind of look like little bug, like
Yes.
like a bug shell. Wait, I'm trying to show.
There we go.
Yeah, but she was cool. I liked it. This is a good look for me.
I think we can all agree that Suki can almost do no wrong on the runway. So, and this is just another proof of that. My favorite part of this entire look would be her face. Actually, it's gorgeous. This all white face, and then everything else is kind of dark colored black.
Yeah, it's like a natural like spotlight on her.
Yep.
Just I'm saving all my thoughts for look over here.
Yeah, this was my second favorite of the night. I think she did the best at marrying creature and fashionista.
Look here. The craziest thing we could say is Suki Doll, every time she walks out onto this runway, she never misses. She never misses. And even when the look isn't your favorite, it's still your
It's still a
favorites
good
of the
look.
favorite.
Yeah.
It's a favorite look. Like you're like, this isn't the favoriteest look, my favorite look from Suki, but it's still in my top two. What? So yeah, Miss Girl don't miss on the runway. You can't stop her. I have not seen a bad look come down this runway from Suki this entire season, and I don't expect to see one. So there we have it. Let's keep it moving. Next to Khianna with the K.
Ooh. Without the legs, I would have loved this. Or even if it was just executed in a way that wasn't this like plushy fabric that was used. If she went more like armored gold, like right, like if it looked like she was like made out of metal, I think it would have been more cohesive because of how beautiful she looks from the waist up. I think this might be my favorite makeup she has done. I had to pause and just look at that makeup because it was so gorgeous. And I think this like little halo she has and the horns, it's so beautiful. I just am so not disappointed, but I just am sad that the bottom half does not reflect the same amount of gorge that I see up top.
I agree with everything Aurora said. Yeah, everything else from the waist up, amazing, gorgeous, and then the waist down just seems like a plus boy.
Yeah. That plush took me out of the fantasy. And part of me wish it was just like one half of it instead of just like the full leg. But that's just me though.
Yeah, I think she's gorgeous from the front here, but yeah, like everybody else said, it's the plush. It's kind of the paraplegic legs just dragging behind. It's like, yeah,
Paraplegic.
those dead legs were just dragging.
I feel like I'm about to say something. River and I have said this before about Brazil, but I'm gonna say it again. It's the horse meme. It's the stallion in the front, and then the further the horse gets, it's
Oh
not
yeah.
good anymore.
He's literally
That's what
forced
she's
to.
literally doing that right now. In the front, it's a stallion. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous, and then it goes down and back, and he's like, no. No, thank you. If she would have just had something to make those legs not
Hold
look
the legs up,
hold the
right?
legs up. That's it. And like you said, Aurora, in gold, like give us some armor piece. It was just eight, but yeah. Still love you, Khianna. Still love you.
Also, before we move on, I can hear the beginning of CoverGirl playing over and over again.
Not cover girl.
Like the opening montage of the runway. For some reason, I'm hearing it over and over.
Oh, you're still hearing that?
I don't hear it.
It just
I'm not
sadly
hearing it.
started.
I don't hear anything.
Okay.
It's like
It
playing
Well,
on loop.
must be Siam's win.
all right, we'll move on to you are.
Tua,
What do you think?
To a Yuhua.
To a you
Honestly, I
are.
was pleasantly surprised. I think this is the best she has looked on the season so far. Um, and I think a thing that has been happening with her outfits is that they've always looked really costumey, like borderline, like she's just doing a cosplay of something that she's seen versus like an actual like fashion moment, a look, an outfit that's all put together. And I think this is the first time I've really seen that from her in this season, and I was really happy with this. I will say it doesn't really look like the reference that she's describing, but other than that, I do think she looks gorgeous. I think her makeup is the cleanest that it has looked all season. Um, yeah, I do think it's a little ill-fitting, just a little bit. It's a little big and it's kind of swallowing her up. Um, that's what I'll say about the look.
No.
I'm gonna keep it
Jonathan.
positive here, and yeah, I agree. I think this is the best that Yu has looked all season long, from the outfit to the makeup. Um, I don't think she's looked better than this so far.
Mhm.
I audibly gasped when I saw her come like up from the runway. I was just like, "Excuse me," like, ugh. Oh damn.
Yeah, this was kind of the opposite for me from Arizona, where the more I looked at it, the more I appreciated it.
I guess too, Brandon. I was like, "That's you," because I was not expecting her to look like that. It wasn't because we have not. Look, we have not seen the best looks from you this season. It's not been so super great. But I was like, "Oh, shock me, gag me. I love that for you. You are like this is good." And I agree with you, David. The more I look at it, the more I like it. Yes, is it swallowing her up? Yes, but like you said, Aurora, it's her looks are more costumey, and this is a costume, so it makes sense. Everything makes sense about this look. It makes sense to swallow her. It makes sense for it to look like a costume because this is what it's supposed to be. But I didn't mind it, and then a little bit of couture with the mermaid dress type deal at the bottom. I'm not that mad at it. I'm not that mad at it. I think this is the best Yuhua has looked this season for me. We move. It's over. It's over.
It took me a second to understand what was
Me
happening.
too.
Because at first I was like, oh, she's on her knees and she's like shuffling. But then I was like, no, what the fuck is that giant ass train in the back? And then I'm like, oh, she's literally crawling on the floor. And it was so funny. Her being able to get up on her knees so it looked like she was like floating like a little fairy. I was like, this is insane. I love this. I think it was so funny. I think the execution was amazing, down to like having this like black sequin tarp in the back to cover her body. I was like, okay, all the bases are covered. It almost freaked me out of how convincing this makeup was. It reminds me of an old movie too, like of like I can't pinpoint it right now, but there's a movie where there's like
It's like a
little
Jim
characters.
Henson movie. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. I forget what it is.
Let me try to find it while y'all go ahead.
If Viñas was trying to one up her iconic half-person look on season 1, I think she succeeded with this little person look.
Just stupid, but I love it. Like, who would have thought of this?
Viñas would.
Yeah,
Venus.
just Venus.
Venus.
Like, oh,
Yeah. I think you might be thinking of the Dark Crystal.
Yes!
Is that it?
There
Okay.
we
Yeah.
go. And I only recently watched that like this summer. So like
Oh, I
that's
love
why
that
that was
one.
in my head. That is exactly what that was.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that until you said that. This is incredible. This is her answer to what we saw in season 1, where she was doing the illusion where she was sideways. Like she knows how to break the law of physics and just shock us. I think this is my favorite look of the year so far. Period.
It's kind of creepy looking. I can't look at it
so
for too long.
creepy. It's so creepy, but I love it. And I usually hate creepy things. Like I'm like, oh no. But this is like a train wreck to me in the best way possible because I cannot stop looking at it. I'm just like, what is like it took me a minute to Aurora. I was like, what is going on here? What is
Yeah.
happening? I paused, rewound, and I was like, what is going on? Oh, she is on the ground. Oh, this. Oh, you stupid, stupid person. You crazy, crazy woman. Oh my God. I was blown away. And I was right there with the list. I was like, it's over. It's over for everybody. Like, it's over for all you hoes. Everybody on that runway, sit down, bow down, get out. It's done. I don't care how good your look is. It's great. This is the star of the night. It's over for all of you. She ate this up so badly. It was like, I don't care what her video looked like. I don't care if she would have did horrible in her video. I still say she win the night. Like I don't really care. This was incredible. I am going to put this out there, and I'm gonna say this for certain. This is probably my favorite look of the year. I promise you, at the end of the year, it will probably still be my favorite look of the year. There is no. It's going to take a lot for somebody to top this. As of right now, this is the bar. If you can't reach this bar, don't walk on the runway because
Well,
this
they
is
might
the
be able to
bar.
reach it because she's not.
It's a
very
pretty
tall.
low bar in the best
No,
way.
she is on the bar of the bar. Like she is the bar of all bars. You cannot. Oh my!
Even having
I'm
the
not-
black fabric glittery.
Right. It's like
Yes.
the small details of why would you have a black glittery fabric just following by? Oh, this woman, the thing is, the woman that you are, the queen that you are, you ate, you ate, you ate. Ugh, can't say enough. 8-1. Oh, can't. All right, I'm about to move us out, but in Aurora, I will bring you back because we had to. But yo, this was so stupidly good. So stupidly good. Okay. That runway was a good runway. It was a good runway, but Viñas just shut it down. They had to make her last. They couldn't have put her anywhere else on this runway. If she was first, everybody else would have looked stupid in comparison. If she was
Yeah.
in the middle, I would feel bad for the people following behind her. She had to go last. She had to. That was. I'm okay. Let me stop because it was. I will go on and on. But we do get some results. We get some some feedback about the videos, and we get some feedback about the runway looks. Now, my question is, does anybody disagree with anything the judges said about anybody on that runway?
I
don't
didn't.
think so.
Yeah, it wasn't that I disagreed, but for me, it didn't feel good that Khianna's been safe all of these weeks when she's done so well, and now you finally leave her out on stage, and maybe deservingly so, read her, but there's so many weeks where she could have been in the top, and she wasn't.
Yeah.
So my heart just kind of broke for her.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, no, I agree because I was like, there shouldn't been so many opportunities. We could Khianna should have been judged like the last couple of weeks, and then the 1 week she gets critiqued and then gets this feedback. Like I was feeling for her, and it kind of showed during Untucked.
Oh well, yeah, we're gonna get into Untucked because this is one time I'm like, oh, we definitely have to talk about Untucked in this one. But yeah, I didn't disagree with any critiques or feedback or anything. So let's begin. We did find out that our tops were Brigiding, Viñas, which I'm like, yeah, duh. And then they said, and you too are in the tops. And I was like, okay, mad. I was like, sure. I think if we were going to do a third, it probably could have been Arizona, but I think her runway kind of messed that up. But I think Yuhua had a really good video and a better runway than Arizona. So I'm like, okay, are we gonna do a 3? Sure. I don't know what made us decide to do a 3 now because like, why do we do a 3? We haven't done a 3 before.
That's the only
What
thing
do
I
we need to do a
disagree
3
with
now?
is I think there was no need for 3 tops, honestly.
I mean, unless they were trying
necessary.
to justify it to get an international queen to finally win something.
I mean, but I don't
Then
like
just put
that because
Yuhua
I feel like
on the way up.
I feel like that's a participation award. Like if they don't earn it, you don't earn it. You don't deserve to be in the top because look, let's be for real. Let's be so for real. As an American, I'm like, yeah, you would do what you do because I want you to be at the top because we rep. But did she need to be there? No, because Brigading and Viñas ate both challenges. They ate the runway, they ate the videos. Clearly they ate. So it was no need for a third person. Am I mad that Yuhua is there? Absolutely not. Because did she do a good job? Absolutely. She did. Her video, funny. I laughed from beginning to end. I laughed with her, and her runway was fine. Good. But I don't think it was necessary. I don't think it was necessary. Now, if they're just trying to get international in the top and give them a chance to win, then they should have just put her with somebody else. But then, how do you say between Brigiding and Viñas? How do you
Exactly.
decide?
So
I think
You don't.
they couldn't justify either of them
that.
either of them not being. So it's like, well,
Yep.
let's just include them. Honestly, I don't care enough. I'm just like, well, let them do the lip sync. Shake it up, I guess.
Right.
I'm
Sure.
sticking
Gonna
to
do
my
what Production's gonna
ranking.
do. So I'm just like, you know what? Let it happen. Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna stick to my ranking, and in my ranking, I had Yuhua as top in the challenge. So I think Yuhua should be at the top this episode. But
Okay.
that's just me.
Nice.
Yeah, like I did say that Yuhua and Viñas were tied for me, and like Brigiding was a very, very, very close second for me. So like I wasn't mad at that. So
Mhm. Well, then we've had our three tops. We got Suki and Arizona called as safe. And so that had Khianna and Siam at the bottom, which sure.
Correct.
Correct.
Deserved.
Sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was hoping somebody here would be a little bit higher on Khianna because I've seen a lot of people online, and I'm a huge Khianna fan, but a lot of
Mhm.
people have been like, "What? She was robbed. Like she could have been in the top." And I was hoping somebody would see what I wasn't seeing. So
No, I
tell
think
us in the
No.
comments.
I think what Khianna did would have been a good video, like, but it's just comparatively with
Yeah.
even better
Right.
videos.
Mhm.
Standalone, I think she's great. just think if you compare it with what was seen on stage,
Mhm.
similar to how Arizona's outfit could have been cute as is, but seeing it compared to others, it's like, oh, we
Mm.
see what could have been
Mhm.
done better. So I think that's what happened, and I think people are too focused right now on the individual video versus how it compares to the other results.
Absolutely.
yeah,
Definitely could see that. I definitely could see that. But let's get into this Untucked because it went down in the Untucked today. I was like, wait, okay. So we get to the back, and Khianna is in full
Shambles.
meltdown mode. She is in shambles. The wheels are falling off. She is ready to go. She is like, I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm disappointing. I'm a failure. I'm letting everybody down. If you want to pull my lipstick, pull it. I don't care. Send me home. I'm ready to go. And she's crying. Everybody's like, no, girl, don't do that. No, girl, don't do that. Don't do that. And she was like, no, they were really seriously like, girl, don't do this. You're fine. And she's like, nope, send me home. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm ready to go. And she walks out. And I was like, is she gonna quit?
I was like, no, don't do this. Like,
Is I did not want to see anybody quit. I'm like, no, please don't quit. Don't quit. But she was gonna quit. And then Siam is like, I mean, I guess I'm just so she starts crying, and that's when we see um Khianna just walk out. So this is the second time in the episode that Siam starts to talk or say something and somebody walks away. Because we saw Fingers do it earlier. Siam started crying and was like, nope, not having it. This time it was Khianna just like, no, I'm done. I'm ready to go. She's telling producers, she's out, send me home, I'm ready to go. And then she comes back, thankfully. Thankfully, she comes back, and I'm like, good, she didn't quit. And Yuhua is like, look here, I'm sick of this. Y'all are giving nothing. There's no fight in you. I want to see fight. Do you know how many people want to do what you're doing? How many thousands of people wanted to be in this spot? And you are sitting here ready to just give it all away, throw it away. You're ready to quit. Oop, yes, Aurora, like, hello. Do you know how many people want to be here? And you are talking about quitting, and where is your fire? And I was like, yes, you are. Tell them. Like, fight for your spot.
I saw Evil the Queen quote a video of Yuhua saying that, and she's like, "Well, maybe they don't want to be there with that editing."
Oh, not Eva. Sure. Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, what we think about this Untucked? Because we did see Khianna and Siam both say eventually, I do want to fight. I do want to be here.
Girl,
I
I
was like,
was
I
getting
don't believe it.
flashbacks to Melinda Verga
Oh,
being like,
ooh,
I don't want to be here. Fuck
I don't
the
want to be here no more.
judges. I was like, damn, Melinda Verga. There's a variant right now happening where it's a new species of Melinda breakdown. Um, but I feel for her, and I can because she was in like the safe zone the entire season, or a
Mm-hmm.
lot of it. And then just to be able to get critiques to be told that you weren't doing the best is like, I'm sure she was in that moment of just like, oh, I suck. I'm not living up to expectation of who I was on season 3. And I have compassion for her because of, like, if I think back on my season, like I did kind of luck out and I had a really good run. I didn't really have many moments where they were giving negative critiques to me. So now I have that expectation of myself where it's like, if I were to go back and I get negative critiques, like, how will I respond? Like, I really can't plan that. So I'm sure she's like really feeling those raw emotions. I did get stressed when she walked out and I was like, oh girl, like, don't act on these reactions because you might do something that that you won't regret later on. But luckily she came back, and being there and having Yuhua call them out and be like, hey, like, I kind of don't want to save either of you. Like, you're both kind of just giving out this negative energy, and I don't want that. Like, if you're not going to compete, then don't compete. I don't want to save you. I totally get where she's coming from. So I'm
Yeah, it
glad that
was.
they changed their mind and they're like, hey, like, no, I do want to be here. I'm
Mm-hmm.
realizing why I need to be here. Girl, this is literally the Melinda Hill thing all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have to realize why you're here and like what you're impacted, and like there are people who want to be there, so either take the opportunity or get out. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
and
kind of disappointing at first that neither of them were pleading their case to stay.
mhm.
But again, good thing they changed that later on. But I've been a Khianna stan since season 3, and I
Me
still
too.
think
Same.
she's a contender this season. But part of me almost wish she actually did walk out because that would make for really good TV.
Oh,
Oh Lord.
I just got chills thinking of that.
Oh, just
Yes.
leave.
Something in this whole moment though kind of like culminated when like Suki was like trying to comfort both of them, and like even in the like her diary moment when Suki was mentioning like, and as Asians we're like, we have that pressure, and like the fact that again we even brought this up when Minnie Wang was on here,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh wow, like this is like this conversation like she's having is like the conversation we had with Minnie, and I was like, oh, this
Mhm.
is exactly what I was like hoping to hear, like as like the voice of reason. And I'm just like, like, and I really felt for Khianna as well. And I was just like, I like at that point and on, I was just like, again, I don't want you to quit because like, but at the same time, if you really like have been like, I wouldn't say like need to, but more so like if you really feel like that, like by all means, I support your decision. Like,
Absolutely.
but thankfully, Khianna kind of snapped out of it, and like she did say that she was kind of having anxiety attack from all this. So, after she kind of calmed down and like was able to like just like retrace her thoughts, I was just like, okay, like I need to be here. Like I
Mm-hmm.
need to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
this is a third Pinay queen that we've seen in the bottom, and all three of them have taken it extremely hard. I mean, Arizona and Bernie both were talking about how embarrassed they were, and then we see this from Khianna, and I get it. I especially get it from Khianna because as a fan, it's so frustrating to watch somebody do very well on a show and not get the credit for it. She would have been in my top 3 out of the first 5 weeks. Um, so I can't imagine how it feels to be that person and know how well you're doing and not
Mm-hmm.
getting the validation that you feel like you deserve. So for a minute there, I was like, I can't blame you if you want to walk out. You're not being seen. And I know everybody has different opinions, but it is a little weird, her treatment this season. It almost feels like, oh, she's too fresh. We can't acknowledge her. We can't give her full credit because she's too fresh. We
They
need
kind of reality checked her a little bit.
yeah, a little
Mm-hmm.
bit. So I'm glad she snapped out of it too, and I'm glad Suki brought that up about it being cultural to be so hard on yourself, because I don't think I've seen a cast of queens so hard on themselves every time they're in the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Agreed. And I thought that for me, I was like, I think Khianna being so fresh, being so new, I was like, is this a part of like the burnout of like coming to this point because she didn't really have time to stop, process everything, go. She went right from one season into this season and she just had to keep going. So she's never stopped. She's always, this was a point of, she was just so tired because she had never had the opportunity to stop. She went right from one competition into this one and she had to just keep going, staying in creative mode, trying to figure out new looks, trying to figure out this and getting, just working, that she didn't have time to stop, process it, go over it, look back and reflect like a lot of queens had the chance to do. They had to reflect on their season. Let me see what I did right, what I did wrong. Let me see how this, how I can work and work on myself or my glow up. Like she had to work through her glow up. Her glow up had to come right at one after the other. So I think this was just a part of the fact that she didn't have time to, and she's tired. And I think that hit me the hardest. That resonated with me the most when she was just like, I'm just so freaking tired. I'm tired. And I was like, dang, I have hit that point in my life where I've just been so tired. I feel like I've been going, never having time to stop. And I'm just tired. And the only thing you could do is cry. The only thing you could do is just break down and melt and
Well,
like,
it's a mental
yeah.
exhaustion because it's like you
It,
can't even process what is happening anymore. You're like you're past capacity.
yeah. And then, like you said, everything the judges not seeing her. She's been safe when she should have been at the tops a lot of times. So oh, my heart went out to her, but then when she came back, she said she wanted to be there. Then Siam was like, I do want to be here. And then Siam started saying, I'm safe, I'm safe. And Viñas said, nope,
Stop
shush,
chanting.
Stop
shush,
chanting.
stop
Oh my
chanting.
god.
I was like, I literally like,
The,
Viñas is so over this, like with you, Siam. She's done with this with you.
the
And
funny
I'm
thing to me is that Siam was singing, and I
singing.
think Venus is so hung
She's
up on her
triggered.
being a witch. Oh, this is a chant. Stop
She's,
chanting.
she's Baby, she was so triggered in this episode. It was nothing Siam could have said. Siam could have, like you said, it's just singing a song. She could have been singing Mariah Carey. She's like, hey, no, that is chanting and I don't want to hear it. She was like, she was just too triggered. So everything, she was like, I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm like, girl, that's a
I think
song
she
I
was trying
know.
to do, and I'm telling you, I'm not going, except she was saying, I'm safe, and you're gonna love me.
Mm.
That's not the
Maybe.
words, but close. It's the right
No, it
melody.
was right melody, but Venus was like, shush, 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 no chanting. I was like, oh, girl. I laughed. But Sam was like, wait, what? Okay, but I just want to be here. Like, literally, she's like, okay, I won't chant, but I do want to be here. That was the craziest thing. And then they were like, everybody's okay, everybody's good. Then they go show the three queens picking up the lip sync, and Vicky was like, not a hard decision for me. I know exactly what I'm doing. I was like, yes, girl, take a chill pill. A little bit of a chill would be good for you in this moment. She was like, Siam, period, done. Like, showed the camera and everything. Siam is who I'm picking, and yes. I was like, Vinyas, a little bit of chill would be nice about now. A little bit of chill. But then we saw the other two pick. I personally think they all picked the same lipstick. It had a lot to do with what happened earlier. Track record
Track
is
record.
going to be played
She
involved in
needed to
it.
go. It was her time to go.
It was her
I think all the
time.
girls were kind of done with her being
And
around.
her
Witchcraft.
look, her witchcraft, her antics, her chanting, they were done with it. They were, yeah. I think when we see it next week, they will all have had the same lipstick. So it, it was just it was wild. Venus was not having any of Siam's nonsense, as she would put it. She was not having it. But we get out there for we see. Okay, I usually don't comment on the judges playing their little silly games in between, but why was this funny to me? I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. But seeing Mama Pal and Alyssa and Cat play the game with, you know,
It was cute.
I,
It was
it
really
was cute.
cute.
It was just funny to me. I was like, why is that fun? Beast. I don't know why that's just so funny to me. I love Alyssa Edwards. I love that. But anyway, we move. Lip sync time. I'm gonna let y'all talk about this lip sync because honestly, my mom has told me if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. So I am not going to say anything at all about this lip sync, but you all go right ahead and talk about it.
Okay.
We've got
Let's just say this. It is so smart for Yuhua to actually like have that paper for the rapping part, because she knew for a fact she wasn't going to know that. So
Make
like,
it funny if you're not going to be able to do a
exactly.
Like,
And she did that exactly, and I'm so happy because, like, again, it's a lip sync, so know the words, and she did exactly that. So that's like the major props to that of this entire lip sync.
girl, and then like Brigiding was like leaping and doing jumps in the back while like Viñas was like into this like full black catsuit, but her face was still like an anime character. I don't know. I think I checked out of this lip sync. I can't actually tell you specific moments that happened other than what I just mentioned. But I think in the moment I was going, what the fuck is happening? Like this is this is too much. So it was a lip sync. It happened, and we had an international girl win.
Ooh, well,
it was a lot, and I guess I'm just glad that Yuhua won because she was at least the most entertaining to me.
Yeah, she did great. It really did feel like a 2-horse race for me. I don't know. It felt like Venus was reining it in. It might have also been because I couldn't see her for the most part. She was in the black suit. But yeah, the editors definitely let us know who was going to win because it felt like they were focused hard on you almost the whole lip sync.
Venus did a split, and the camera went.
yeah.
Nice try, Viña.
Nice try.
Damn, like
Nope.
that's how
We're
no,
like, yeah, no,
literally, you
thank
see
you.
her drop in the split, and the camera just starts to pan over to Yuhua. I'm like, oh wow, okay, oh okay.
I don't remember much from that lip sync except you were going tick tock, like the clock. That was one of the only things,
She
and then
did-
the head thing. That was like, okay,
The
that's all I
Denali
remember.
TikTok.
I was just like, so, but yeah, Yuhua wins. First international girl to win something. Yay.
Win a badge.
Good for you.
Yes.
Got a badge. She got a badge. Go, girl. Get your badge. Wear it with Pinoy pride. You are good for you. So, Yuhua has to pick the. This is what I love about Yuhua. Yuhua is going to give us a speech. Every single time Yuhua is going to give us a speech. It doesn't matter what she's talking about. Yuhua has a way that she is going to deliver her message that she wants to deliver to you. And to the girl who I'm about to send home, I just want to say, it's just time for you to go. Unfortunately. It's just like, you, okay. I personally don't want a Yuhua speech given to me because Yuhua just says it outright and she's like, and you are good, but it's time for you to go. Unfortunately, this is your time. And Siam, it is your time. Bye. I was just like,
She almost tricked me because she was like, I'm basing this off of what just happened in Untucked. And I'm like, you mean when Khianna just tried to quit?
When she walked,
when she walked away? Oh,
Yeah, I got
yeah.
scared.
I thought she was going to send home Khianna too for a minute because I'm like,
I was
if,
like, no,
if,
I am scared. I am
if she is
scared.
anything like me in playing a game, if you ask me to send you home, okay,
If
that's,
if the
that
girl
makes
wants
it
to go
easier for me.
home,
yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
was nervous
fight
for a
you.
second, but I was like, no, I think that it's a general understanding that everyone was kind of
Track record.
a little
Over it.
a little over with like what was happening with Siam. I think they were like, okay, I think that this energy needs to go because no,
Yeah.
everyone now is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
My girl, love you,
My
pussy.
girl, you Phusri, you are great. We love you. You're amazing. But that was your time. Unfortunately, you had to go. Um, but yeah, she's gone. And her little speech at the end, she wanted to thank everyone. I would, and I didn't get to see any previews because I was literally coming on to do this podcast, and so I was like, I don't have time to watch anything else after this. I saw who left and I cut it off. So I don't know what else happened. I don't know what she said in the back way on her way out. I don't know anything else about that because I jumped on this podcast. So if she said anything important, feel free to say that. Did she? No.
No.
Okay, girl.
I think I
Okay.
checked out at this point.
I'm
Yeah.
about to say, okay, girl, bye. Yeah, sorry.
But I'm
But what is
excited
the
for
preview?
next
What is
week.
happening next week?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's right up
Sweet.
Aurora's alley. We had you a week too early.
We did.
Yeah, because
we
next
did.
week it's a lip sync Lollapalooza Slaysian Smackdown.
Ooh,
I love
Slaysian
it.
Smackdown.
I did know what it
Mhm.
was gonna be. I did know what it was gonna be because I was
With-
told what it was gonna be.
And
Mhm.
with special guest judges Sasha Colby and Precious Paula Nicole.
Mhm.
Absolutely deserve to be there for something like this.
And
Mhm.
All-Star Slaysian Royale rules will be lifted.
Yeah.
Ooh, love that.
Well, to
So-
me, that's giving production has had enough. We want the control back now.
Yes, exactly.
It's time
Absolutely.
for us to start picking our tops.
Because I think they
As
want,
they should.
yeah, I think they want a mix, a couple of the international queens to make it to the end.
Yeah, I think
I
they
don't
want to
think
mix it
they-
up a little bit more.
I think they want to mix it up a little bit. So I think we're going to be losing a Pinoy queen next week, but I'm not sure which one because they're
No.
all so really good. But I don't know because they're all so really good. How can you justify sending people home in a lip sync when they're all so good in lip syncing?
But also at this point, this top six they're all very strong.
True. True.
I think one person in this top six has kind of struggled in their lip sync, especially when they had a dance break and they didn't know what to do with themselves.
Ooh, let's
So-
not talk about the dance break.
I know I don't want it to happen, but I'm a little bit nervous for Suki. With
Yeah.
this
Yeah, a little
group of
bit.
queens,
I'm kind of worried too, if I'll be
It
honest.
depends on the song because she did
Depends
well
on the-
last episode.
Oh, true. Yes. Which I was.
Mhm.
I mean, I wasn't expecting the kiss with her and Brigiding, so.
I mean, it was the dance break for that.
It was
one
the
that she
dance
didn't
break
know what to
When
do.
she went,
She was like, "Oh, what do I do?" I was like, Suki, you gotta do something, girl. You gotta move." But she did not. She did not.
we
But
shall
we
see.
shall see. We shall definitely see. And we're gonna
Stay
be right back here
tuned.
next week. Yeah, we'll be back right here next week to talk all about it with very special guests. So you might want to stick around and come back and find out who we might have talking to us about this lip sync Slaysian SmackDown. Unfortunately, it won't be Aurora Matrix, even though it should be Aurora Matrix because duh, who else should we have at this point? But yes, Aurora though. Thank you so much for joining us.
as Arizona Brandy said, thanks.
It's the pause. I love it.
No, this is so fun.
I think the camera followed you too. It zoomed
It
in.
follows you too.
Oh, wait, I can do it.
that's great.
We found your next Snatch
And then
Game
I'll go
character.
over here. Oh,
Oh.
you can't find me. Oh,
There we go.
Thanks.
So, Aurora, this is your moment. We're going to give you your moment. If there's anything you want to plug or share or shout out your socials, let us know so our viewers can follow and do all the things to support you.
Oh my god, amazing. Well, if you're not already, please follow me on Instagram at Aurora Matrix, Aurora like the princess, Matrix like the movie. I always post where I'm going to be performing, especially my Toronto locals. I am around, I'm at the bars. Come see me, come hang out, come party, come flirt with me. I don't know, all that good stuff. Also, check out my podcast, The Powder Room, with my Powderpuff sisters, Van Gogh and Perla. We are on a bit of a break, but I'm sure this fall and winter we will be back with another season with you all. Yeah, lots of little secret projects happening behind the scenes. We've still got some prides happening right now. So check me out. I've got a little upcoming little bubble in my Instagram with all my upcoming shows, and you can see where you can find me locally. And yeah, I just appreciate all the love and everyone telling me how much you want me on Slaysian, because that honestly gives me inspiration of like, yes, there's something for me to work towards. And who knows, maybe you'll see me on a screen near you sometime in the future.
Period. Fingers crossed for
Fingers
sure.
crossed.
You have been a blast, a joy, a delight, and we told y'all it was gonna be a Kiki because Aurora Matrix is
Well,
the Kiki.
yes, and it was so nice meeting everyone else I met for the first time today. I'm sure this is not the end of the road for us. I will be back. I'm sure.
Oh no,
of it.
no, we will definitely have you back for sure. And everybody else, y'all just come back and join us too for all of our future shows because we got a lot of it. We got content coming out the wazoo here on this channel because a lot of stuff is about to start happening. We got Dragula, Titans about to start. We have UK about to start. We have Espana about to start. We got a lot going on.
Lamas Draga.
Lamas Draga is about to start. We got a lot of drag content to cover, so we will be here constantly giving you a lot of content. So please follow, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you will not miss a single video. Follow us on all of our other channels, the Cup TV and the Cup ESC. All those links will be in the description below in our link tree. Also, our audio podcast links are down there. So if you need to check us out on the go, please go click that. Our Patreon is open. Follow us on all of our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow us as well. I mean, you don't have to follow me, David, and Brandon, and Jonathan if you don't want to, but you definitely need to follow Aurora. Like, you definitely need to follow Aurora.
Get me
But
to
if you-
100K.
Yes.
Period. But if you want to follow the rest of us, feel free to do so. We're cool, I guess. We're cool people.
Get us
So
to
follow-
100K.
Get us to
Yeah.
100K. I don't know what you will see on my thing to get 100K, but sure, get me to 100K. That'd be great. But follow us in all those things. And yeah, if you want to join the podcast, hit us up on our Instagram DMs. That'll be great. And don't forget to get your merch. LanaGsCreations.etsy.com. And on that note, y'all, we have talked enough. And we're going to let Aurora go on with their day because we took up so much of her time. But
Oh, baby, it's dinner time. Time to eat.
time to eat here too. So let's go get some food and then we're gonna make more content. You guys, you know what you can do? Just click the next video and watch some more of us. And we'll see y'all next time. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.